that shit like it was yesterday. It was so crazy because I don't know why I will always have weed. Like I wasn't even smoking and I would have weed. But I think one time my homeboy, he rolled up a blunt for me and he was telling me to hit it and it didn't hit that. It didn't hit like that. So I still had a little bit of weed left over. So one day I was in class and this was like my senior year, but me and a couple of my homies, we was they was like, yo, we about to go to Chinese Charles' house, we about to get high and shit like that. I was like, oh, okay, I got some weed, like, and I'm volunteering my weed, like giving away the damn weed. But it was like, all right, man, cool, we gonna go over there, we gonna smoke, we gonna roll up the blunt, blah blah blah. So we all sitting in the room, he rolling up or whatever. He was like, hey man, what y'all think about hitting the GB? Which is the gravity bong. This man had a homemade gravity bong. Now, Chinese Charles was literally a Chinese dude, but he used to get high as fuck. All right. So I was like, shit, we can hit the GB. I don't care. Like, it ain't matter. Like, I still got weed. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. Yo, that was the first time I ever got high in my life. And I was fucking high as shit. Like, I've never been that high before again. Like, I was like, I just could not describe the feeling. And the bad thing about that was I had to go and pick up my girlfriend and her friend at the time. And then that just so happened to have been on a Wednesday night. So my dad called me and was like, hey, what you doing? Yeah, you know, we got church tonight. Come on to church tonight. And I'm like, I got these girls with me. I'm high as fuck. Like, I was like, shit, you want me to come? Fuck them. I'm gonna come. Go on to church. I didn't listen, man. The joke was so funny. I sitting in the pews looking stupid, like
the girl stupid. High up in the church like that.
I have no idea. Boy, I've been beam in the church. I've been like, oh, listen. And one of my mom's friends that sang with her on the choir was like up there, like in the seat in front of me too. And she turned around and looked at me because she told me about stories about how she had, you know, used to smoke and shit like that or whatever. So she turned around and looked at me and I'm like, just smiling up. And then she must have took some time to write drew a little picture of an eye and picked it up and showed it to me. And I just been looking at her like, and I'm laughing too now. I'm